So things are coming along nicely here in my little shop here. The main harness is almost done enough to sleeve up and start mounting the connectors and power the main electrical system up in a few days. So big hopes for that. And I thought that I should give you guys a small introduction on the different components that I'm utilizing in the car. And I will go further deeper into the different components when I start to set them up and fix all the things with CAN bus and Ethernet communication and everything else. I'm also glad to say that in just the last couple of years I've had the opportunity to get a hold of different kind of systems that previously was to me way above what I could afford and still can afford in many ways. I've had been at the right place at the right time for some good deals, and it allows me to utilize a whole other set of functions and different opportunities in the CAN bus communication and those kind of things that I will gonna show you more in the future. On a more modern engine control unit or ECU, it's much more than just making horsepower than it is controlling the engine, controlling the car, and analyzing what's going on in the engine. And now the ECU is a Emtron KV8. Emtron is an Australian company, and this same ECU is used in many of the fastest cars in the world. So when I had the opportunity to get one of these, I was really happy, and I jumped on it as fast as I could, so no one would get it instead of me. Really looking forward to see what this can do, and we have good support here in Sweden, and it's a really amazing system what you can control and what you can do with it. It's just much more than just getting horsepower. It has something called torque management, where you pretty much, when you push on the throttle, you don't ask the car to open the throttle body, you ask the car to give you torque. On this car I will be running a PDM, this unit. In this case it's a Ecumaster PMU-16, 16 channel PDM, and that's instead of using relays and fuses that you use in perhaps your normal car and especially your older car. This has everything inside handled electronically, and this together with the ECU, the TCU and other components communicate amongst themselves, and you can control functions in a whole nother way than before. So this powers up my fuel pumps, but it gets information on how they should be powered up from the ECU, for example. So I have 3 bigger fuel pumps, and this makes it possible to, instead of just power them on or off, I can pulse them, so control the speed of the pump and therefore the flow of the pump. So it's a really nice function, and that helps with keeping the temperature of the fuel lower than and also hopefully prolonging the service life of the fuel pumps as well. Another thing that's mandatory on most race cars is a battery isolator. And most of you guys, you have probably seen those old big key ones, the mechanical ones, and I used to have one of those as well. Now I run one of these small things. It's a solid state version. The PDM and the ECU can get information from this one, and how much power load the car is drawing, and it can also shut power on and shut off. So really good piece, but expensive. Controlling the transmission, I use this one, CANTCU from Canformance in Finland, and together with the transmission, which is a ZF8HB70 from a BMW, I can control the shift points with paddle shifts at my steering wheel. This TCU together with the ECU control the optimal shift points, and it also controls when to shift and not to shift, and if there's something that if the throttle needs to blip or to slightly ease off the torque on the transmission. And the next final unit that I'm going to show you today is the display, or the dash, as it's called most times. And this is Motec C127 dash, and it's really a sturdy piece. I thought for a long time that even Motec was out of my price range, but I was able to get this for a good price, and I'm really happy to see what this can do. Both the Emtron and the Motec systems are pure motorsport level electronics. You can of course use them on the street as well, but it's a big leap forward when it comes to what it can do, and comparison to more club level and enthusiast systems. Logging is a very important thing in motorsport, so pretty much record every signal on the car, and so you can analyze everything after the race and during the different sets of heats. If you are on a more advanced level, you often send everything after the race and during different sets of heats. If you are on a more advanced level, you often send the car's information over some kind of communication system to the pits, so that your crew can analyze what's going on in the car in real time. And I have mentioned CAN bus several times, and in a future video I will go further deeper into that. I'm still learning, so CAN bus for me is still like watching the Matrix code pretty much. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, numbers and letters and everything. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that was just a quick run through of the components in the electrical system. I will go much further down in each component in the future videos, and take you along the journey when I'm learning and how to utilize these systems, and Also how I set everything up, get everything talking via Canvas, and all those fancy matrix stuff. So until next time, click subscribe, like this post, and stick around for more content in the near future. See you guys, bye.